Welcome back, Liberty lovers. First of all, sorry, it is dark outside. I really tried taking care of all my errands in time. That way we wouldn't have to worry about the lighting situation. But before we get into the video, please do your own due diligence. And you owe it to yourself to check out two things for me. Please go to marfooglenews.com. MARFOOGLE news.com, and you'll see a thumbnail, a picture. You click on that picture and it is his nightly show. It's call-in, goes over headlines, but he puts every article that he references to each show. You just click on the thumbnail, you'll have the articles. But the reason why I want you to go there, I mean, there's great information. You know, he doesn't try to swing anybody. He just brings news, and then people call in and talk about things. The reason why I want you to go there is because, A, he takes time out the day to go through all these sources. A lot of people send him things. You know, it's really cool to have one place to go with all these kind of articles. But mainly, he has a couple people over there in the East, the Far East, and he's been in correspondence with them. They're sending videos and pictures. It is an amazing source. You spend a little bit of time over there to just check out the most recent ones, and then you spend time watching TV, and then you'll know you're being deceived. Part two, I would like you to do is go to this channel called Shaking My Head. Word, you know, space each word, Shaking My Head. It's a YouTube channel. They did a video 3 days ago. I just finished. Absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Just to see all these things, you know, presented in an hour and a half lets me know what I'm about to show you and what I just witnessed. I'm doing the right thing. Okay, so now let's get into it. So this is, I guess, my prep 2 video, second part, whatever, how you want to put it. I went and did a few groceries, went to the Dollar Tree, and then went and got some chicken feed. I'm going to go over quick groceries just to kind of give some ideas, maybe things we didn't think of, and the stuff at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to keep this real short. But first, at the Dollar Tree, the guy was like, "What are you doing with all this?" And, you know, quick view. 25 rolls of toilet paper. I mean, the whole car is just 25 rolls of toilet paper, you know, 15 rolls of paper towels. The guy's like, "What are you doing with all this?" And I said, "You want me to be honest?" The guy said, "Yeah." So I started, you know, getting things ready for worst case scenario, bugging in, you know, Corona deal. And he kind of looked at me like, "What are you even talking about?" And so I kind of went into him. He's like, "That's happening right now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's happening right now." I kind of give him some details. And, you know, I'm going back and forth, kind of like what the media says, and then kind of like what's information that I've came across that is real information. I'm not crazy. But just to get the reactions, you know, people started like laughing and talking like, you know, whatever, you know. I got 6 people in my household. I want to make sure that I'm, you know, doing the right thing as a father and as a male role model, or however you want to put it, and taking care of my family, you know, and make sure my kids are good and stuff. So it was just real weird to see. I mean, people already kind of look at me different, you know, because I, you know, in whatever, I got dreadlocks and things, you know, appearance, but that's shallow people. But, you know, for information, to know for sure, like, Amazon's only limiting you for 1 box of masks, and, you know, there's pictures of the things in the Northeast that shelves are empty, and, you know, being that I lived through Hurricane Rita and fully witnessed that, I mean, our town was shut down for 10 days or 2 weeks, you know, so if you didn't have anything in your house, you were thankful that the military was here giving out MREs, you know, that because otherwise you were starving, you know. So worst case scenario, this thing spreads. You know, another bad scenario is we hit with a hurricane and we use the stuff, but it's not money wasted. And I'm very thankful for my wife because, you know, she's been real supportive over this. There's sometimes I'll show her information or talk to her about things, and she just thinks I'm just way out in left field, which that's fine because it sure does sound that way, but at least she gives me an open ear and she loves me and stuff like this. So, you know, very thankful for her. Before I show you the things, just give you quick little ideas, maybe stuff that you haven't thought of. I want to bring your attention up. One of the craziest things that I've seen on that shaking my head video. It was done 3 days. It's labeled Corona, and there was a book by Dean Koontz, and it was wrote in 1981. It was called Eyes of Darkness, and in this book, in 1981, in this book, it talks about this scientist, Li Chen. What was the first doctor scientist that blew the whistle and now dead over this recent incident? Li Chen, right? What's that, 30 years ago? Almost 40 years ago? That's crazy. Anyways, in the book, it was called the Wuhan 400 because it was the 400th strand that they successfully created in the rDNA labs. Pretty much what we know to be facts. Mind-blowing. You definitely need to go check out that video. On the channel, Shaking My Head. It was done when I made this video 3 days ago. It's labeled Corona, and it's a little longer, but if I speak weird, it's because I've watched bigger channels say certain keywords, and the algo picks them up and either deletes the video or, you know, suppresses the channel. I mean, I don't have many subscribers. I'm not really worried about getting suppressed, you know, but I do not want this to be taken down. I think there's going to be some cool informations and ideas, so I just, you know, rather it not be taken down. But so let's check out what I got to, some ideas in case you haven't, you're trying to figure out maybe some things to get. So I actually did a really good buy. It was right at a little over $100. You know, these are a pack of 6 ramens for $1. Got plenty of those just for things to snack on. These are canned goods. Those were $2 for a 4-pack, so that's 50 cents a can. Another thing of rice. It might not, you know, be the best thing to eat, but at least it'll fill your stomach, and 1 cup of rice goes a long ways. 2 cups will take care of the 6 people in my house. I got another 25-pound bag of sugar, and when I got the 24-gallon tea bags, this 25 pounds took care of the 24 tea bags. So in the other video I was putting 2 cups of sugar to 1 tea bag, I know this 25 pounds makes 48 cups of sugar. So right here I have 48 cups of rice, and like I said, 2 cups will definitely take care of the 6 people in my house, and that's 24 days right there, if that's what we eat every day. Things like, now this is not the best stuff to eat, and I, you know, try not to eat fast food at all, or these boxed meals, but these were for $1, and for $1 we can kind of have, you know, if we don't have the meat, that's fine, but at least we'll have some. And the real reason why I got those is because I got cans of tuna and cans of chicken, and I figured this would be kind of a way to mask it and kind of hide the tuna, because there's some like my brother doesn't really like the tuna. I had got these cans of tomato sauce. I got a handful of noodles, and so with at least this tomato sauce, you know, we can have spaghetti. Try to have normalcy. You know, we got over in China right now close to 1 billion people in quarantine. They are not allowed to leave. China's actually welded doors shut, like put barricades in front of doors and welded those together so people cannot leave their complex or house. So just seeing actual videos and actual images of what's happening over there right now as I'm making this video, I'm trying to prepare for the best my family can live under those circumstances. These were on sale for $1.50. Picked up quite a few. That's good breakfast. These were actually on sale for $1, normally $2.50. So that's a good little side. Like I said, I got this is canned chicken. These were on sale for $1. So I grabbed plenty of those. Plenty of the tuna. We could put the chicken in with this. We can make like chicken Alfredo, big box of mashed potatoes. That'll go a long way. These little like broccoli and cheddar bags, Alfredo bags, these were all $1. Picked up a handful of those. So, you really don't have to have a lot of money to do the prep thing. Just grocery shop. Normally, I don't buy store brand. Of some things I will, but I find that some store brands do kind of taste a little different. And normally I like to get, I guess, the name brand costs a little more. And so, but for these foods and things, I definitely went with the store brand because that, worst case scenario, we're not really concerned about taste as much as we are about just thriving and living, right? We want as much normalcy as possible and under the best conditions that I can provide. And then lastly, like I said, these at the Dollar Tree, Ajax laundry detergent. I don't think I've ever used that before, but this was $1. I could probably maybe get, I'm thinking at least 10 loads. I'm not really sure. It's 40 ounces. But, perfect example, I usually use Tide, maybe Gain, mostly Tide. And so we're looking at, close to $10 for a bottle this size. But for this scenario, this purpose, I went ahead and just went to the Dollar Tree and got these. So I got 6. I'm thinking at least, if it's 15, that's almost 100 loads, 90 loads. If it's 10, that's 50 loads. So, however, the Pine Sol I got, or Pine Glow, I think this is the off-brand, but that's fine. Antibacterial and disinfectant, kills virus, kills pandemic, virus, influenza, H1N1, and these were only $1. So I got a handful of these. Also got it in the lemon scent. Got some scrubbies for the dishes. Baby shampoo, kid shampoo. Let's see what else. Just dishwashing liquid. And normally I would probably use Dawn, which is close to probably $3 or $4. And this was $1. I'm sure it works just well. I've just never really used this before. These are $1. Just stocked up on toothpaste. And I grabbed a bunch of bars. And all these are antibacterial bars of soap. So, you at the Dollar Tree, everything's $1. And you can get the necessities that you need. Might not be the brands that you're used to, but you'll definitely be able to get things to clean your house, disinfect your house, soaps, antibacterial soap. So I wouldn't necessarily be afraid. As of right now, my kids still plan on going to school, obviously. I'm still working, and so, family's moving right along. But I don't think this would really be televised. If I believe they don't want any interruptions in the economics of America. I do believe they want everybody to continue working. We see over there right now they have factories shut down. Shipments aren't able to go into port, and they're not leaving. There's some websites where you can track shipping containers and things, and you can see them just sitting outside their coast over there. Places like Foxconn has shut down. That's who makes products for Apple and other tech products. So they have dumped $5 trillion into their economy to keep it afloat. It's really mind-blowing that we're witnessing this, but hey, the best thing you can do is just be prepared. It's never too late, and you have to be rich by. I am not rich by any means, often paycheck to paycheck, very often. So this is just a safety precaution. I would hate for it to be a total shutdown, and we're depending on daddy government, as a person with my beliefs. That's the last group of or entity that I need to really lean on and depend on. So just check out your food banks, maybe a church or something. There's all kinds of local in your city or area that will help. Just let them know, say, hey, you're down on your luck, and maybe you just get a bag of groceries or whatever to survive. Get that bag of groceries and put it somewhere like a closet. And if you're really don't have money, but you are wanting to prep, it's just do what you can. This pipe right here is, I'm gonna make another video. I'm feeding my chickens. That was the other thing. So went grocery shopping the other day, bought a few things, the tea and the sugar. This sugar is actually gonna be for Kool-Aid. I didn't even think about that. So with the kids, they'll probably like Kool-Aid. I like tea. So for juice, it's sugar, but it's probably better than nothing. Everything will be gone through the Berkey, obviously, water purifier. But I was talking to the wife, and I'm like, what are some things that we're forgetting that we absolutely need to get? And I was like, oh yeah, we probably need some shampoo, some toilet paper, paper towels. And then I was doing that, and I was like, I got chickens. Oh no, which is awesome for our daily source of protein. But what do you do for their feed? Right now it's cold. My garden's not going yet. Hopefully we'll be getting at least seeds going in the next day or two. That way we could put them in the ground within the month. And I'll be growing things like corn and other stuff for the chickens. But until then, so I went and got the food, and then I got this pipe. And I'll make a video showing, I'll cut this 10-foot pipe. It's a 3-inch 10-foot pipe. I'll cut that in probably about 4-foot intervals, which would make 2. And then I'll put a 90-degree elbow on the bottom. And then this is a cap right there. I will cap the top with this fitting, where you can screw in like so. That way you can screw in and unscrew. And I'll put one of these caps at the bottom. So basically we'll have the pipe, 4 feet. This will come at the bottom of the pipe like that. And then I'll have from here, from this part, I'll have maybe a 1-foot-long piece with this on that end. I'll cut the PVC pipe in half, so it's like a tray, and this cap will be at the end of that tray. I'll drill some holes, that way if rain can drain out and it won't spoil the food. But I'll fill these up, and it'll be like a trough. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I know, like, when it's muddy back there, because the chickens ruin the area they're in, grass wise and everything, that when I throw feed out with their feet walking on it, it seems to just go to waste. So with this, I'll be able to keep it off the ground, and it will continue to with gravity, go through and keep filling as long as the pipe's full, and it'll stay out of the ground. And I'll just have to check eggs instead of really throw feed every day. I have 1 container, but that's in the coop, so I'll set these around outside of the cage in different locations. But just wanted to say hi and maybe give you a couple of extra ideas or a couple of other things to think about, prep about. But definitely check out your Dollar Tree. They also have canned goods and things like this, but I didn't even really venture the food section, as I think we're looking pretty good on that scenario. Like I said, it's the cheap stuff, ramen noodles and things like Hamburger Helper. Couldn't think of the name for a second. These were this Shardelli was actually on clearance, so I paid $1.50 for that. So you know, if quarantine does happen and everybody's locked down, at least we'll be enjoying some dark chocolate premium cake. Oh, yay. But, yeah, a bag of just noodles and things for spaghetti. Just try to keep it as normal as possible. I was trying to think of meals that will kind of make a lot and kind of stretch far. So the cheap spaghetti sauce, plus it not being glass, I don't really have to worry about if they bust or not. You know, I just stack them on top of each other and not really worry, have to be too careful or take too many precautions. So if you have any ideas that maybe you would like to share with me, you know, once again, like just because this might not happen, right? And if it doesn't happen, then it's not really a waste, but, you know, I'll be glad I didn't buy the store brands. And I mean, eventually we'll all get used, so I guess it really wouldn't matter. But anyways, I'm just rambling now. The car light has went out, so that is my clue to get off. Thank y'all for stopping by. Please do your due diligence and do me a favor at the same time. Go check out that video on the channel Shaking My Head. It's done 3 days ago from today's video. And please check out marfooglenews.com. MARFOOGLE news.com. Click on the thumbnail, the image, and then when you click on that, it will show you all the articles that show was based on, and it will also have at the bottom images, videos, and conversations with actual people in the actual quarantine zones that are 100% shut down. And so much different than what we're being told on TV. So guys, and it really blows my mind because some people say this is all a hoax, whatever. Okay, I understand that side. I truly understand that side. But some people are like, oh no, the news saying this, the news saying that. Well, before this, no one was trusting the news. You know, 97% chance Hillary was going to be the president. You know, they've been pushing the Russia hoax for how long? The news is 100% propagandized. It's 100% arm of the alphabet agency, clown agency. You know, so why all of a sudden are we thinking they're going to be honest and give us the truth? Take the right precautions. As soon as our masks get in, we're going to be wearing our masks. You know, I got us all, like, you know, goggles and stuff. So, I mean, we're really not, you know, me and the wife, we were going to go to Buku Festival. And then I was like, you know, babe, you know, we're talking about thousands of people from all over the country, all over going to this festival. And I was like, nah, let's not do it. So we're kind of bummed out about that. And with Mardi Gras happening right now, you know, Mardi Gras is a big deal. The kids are out of school, and there's a big parade happening. There was one yesterday, today, for the rest of next week, you know. And so we're not going to be doing the Mardi Gras thing this year. Typically, we're out there every parade, early in the morning, doing like a tailgate style, getting all dressed up, having a great time. And, you know, we're doing these, we're going to sacrifice these kind of things. That way, in the future, we'll be able to enjoy more of them. And, oh, it's not happening here. There's no things. We'll know that you have to have a test kit to test for this. And a majority of our facilities, doctors, hospitals, don't even have these test kits. And then there were some articles, information came out saying that some of the test kits that facilities have received have been faulty and aren't accurate. So, you know, the reason why numbers might not be here is because we don't have the proper way to test for it. But also, the ships that got quarantined, the people that have been coming over here, they have released close to 700 people that were under a 14-day quarantine, and we now know it's actually a 24-day quarantine. So just do your due diligence. Go to marfooglenews.com. Go to Shaking My Head's channel, and stay blessed. Be smart. If you got to make a sacrifice, make a sacrifice. Go ahead and do it, because you'll have plenty of whatever you're sacrificing in the future. Peace.